The God that my mother has prayed to before I've existed, while I was still in her womb, she prayed for my protection and that I would be led and guided. In my mother's journey of carrying me, she was drawn to elderly people. She spent a lot of time with older people. And she said she only craved fruits. I find that to be so funny because people always say I have an old soul. And fruit is my absolute favorite thing to eat. I gained that old soul, most likely, and that desire to eat that fruit from what was happening in utero. That protection, that connection, that guidance from the God that she prayed to, I also gained. My grandmother on my mother's side, Catholic, she prayed for protection over her children and over her grandchildren. And I also gained the protection and the guidance and the wisdom that she prayed for from her God. My grandmother on my dad's side prayed the same thing. Guide my grandchild, make her wise, show her her gifts. And I gained all of that, including her personality, both of my grandparents, both of them. I gained some other things. I have a Creole family from Louisiana. My mother's side is from Louisiana. So I gained a lot of that culture and that mysticism while I was in utero. And when I was born, because we're not even going back to, my great-grandparents who also prayed to the same God and spoke provision over me and their children. So before I was even born, I was already assigned a God. And when I came into this world with a gift. And I didn't know what that was. I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how to operate it. But I knew that it was from my God, the God that my loved ones and that my ancestors prayed to. I knew so because every time I spoke to God, the gift would almost just like light up. It was clear that I had this protection over me and this guidance my whole life. Wildest things would happen. Nothing else could explain it. It was very clear. And people would meet me and say, there's just something about you. You got a light inside of you. That was very evident. It was spoken to me and over me my whole life by people that I've known, by strangers, by pastors whose church I would visit. You have a calling on your life. You've got a light inside of you. I really didn't know still what that meant, but I knew that it came from the God that has been protecting, guiding, speaking, and giving me wisdom, punishing me when I'm wrong ever since I've been in utero. I have been connected to that God. And then I, as we all, have free will. And as an adult, I said, oh, I could do things with this gift to help people, but without being disciplined, because I wasn't doing exactly everything I was supposed to do. So without that discipline, I was using my gift. My gift got me in front of A&E networks. I interviewed with Oxygen, Lifetime. I almost had my own television show. My gift is my gift, and it's very strong, and it is very powerful. But what happened is I began to use my gift to help people that did not share the same God as me. And that is okay. That is okay. But there was so much of it and so many rewards that I went from speaking life into people in the name of God, in the name of Jesus, to taking calls and getting paid for, is my boyfriend cheating on me? Should I take this job? Is my boyfriend cheating on me? Is my girlfriend cheating on me? Can you give me the lottery numbers? Should I do this? So I was praying to this deity, and I was wondering what else I should do to help get her guidance. Like, that's what was happening. And I knew in my soul, Genesis, you going down the wrong path, baby. Your God did not bless you with this gift for that over there. But you got free will. And one thing I know about God is God will take any and every opportunity to teach you something. And I learned a lot. I did learn some beautiful things on that path. And then I learned a lot. And I seen a lot of darkness. And I seen the darkness in people. And I seen that I was just being called to feed people's egos. They didn't care about God. They didn't care about the connection. They just wanted and wanted and wanted. And somewhere in that space of being paid $120 for every one of their wants, I was flying high until my soul caught up to me. Until I realized I became ashamed to even say the name Jesus. I became ashamed to seek the guidance of the very God that protected me, that guided me, that formed me, that gave me my gift and gave me mercy in some of the absolute darkest times of my life. And that light that I had started to fade. It was becoming visible from the outside, but inside it was eating my soul. But my ego was too full to sit back and do what I'm doing right now. My ego was like, I can't. Like, I built a whole YouTube channel. I have like so many followers. I've got hundreds of thousands of followers. What do I do? And 3 years ago, I said, I don't want to do these readings anymore, though, because they don't feel right in my spirit. I'm tired of telling people, yes, your boyfriend's cheating on you. You know he's cheating on you. I'm tired of talking to people about superficial things when there is this spirit in me that is dying day by day by day, that wants to emerge, that wants to be connected to its original source and speak life back into people the way I started. The greatness of God is that I still have my gift, but not where it was. But I still have those sprinkles. It's like God was like, I'm still here. You're the one that left. You keep asking, where did I go? You're the one that walked away. You want to walk away from everything that I created in you, the relationship we had. I'm saying all this to say, I'm not putting down nobody else's belief system, nobody else's God. Because I was the main one, like, oh, all the spiritual leaders are going back to Christianity. Oh, my goodness, what are they doing? I was the biggest hater. But I know why people go back. Because it's not about the optics. It's not about, oh, I'm going to be punished if I don't. Your spirit dies. Because when the God that your ancestors connected you with, and that God has been protecting, guiding, leading, and teaching and punishing you, that's a straight up parent. And you start to whittle away when you walk away. So I grew a following teaching people about spirituality. And the whole entire following can go away. I can have 0 followers after today. As long as I say, on my platforms, I will only speak about my God. And I am not ashamed to say Jesus Christ. And whatever was in the past that I muddled in that wasn't right, I'm not muddling in it no more. This is between me, my spirit, and my connection with my God. And I'm just making right because I use this platform to gain a following. I'm going to use this platform to send them back to God. And that is all.